In this video, we're going to talk about artificial lights and what are their base parameters. So we're gonna start simple as usual, then we will proceed with more advanced things later. So I will close up this render right now. So I want to start from the beginning. So I'm going to delete all the lights that I have created. So this one here is a omnidirectional spherical light, and this one is a planar or rectangular, and this one here is a spotlight. And I'm gonna keep this object right there because I'm going to use that to create some shadows. And here's also another rectangle light. Now you can see that the scene is completely dark, so let's do another render. Okay, so we only have a really kind of moonlight coming from outside because I didn't want to have the scene completely dark, but you can do that if you want to study in isolation mode only and analyze only the artificial lights. You can do that, but this is just to show you that you can create kind of a moonlight effect using the same tools that we saw in previous videos, like the sunlight basically. So if you create a sunlight from here, this was an option to create with the left mouse on the sun creation panel. We created a sun using not the manual control, but using the time and the date and time. You can see this is night time, and also you can select a location and everything. So once you do that, you're gonna create a light like this, and sometimes it's not oriented in the right direction. So what you want to do is just use the rotate tool. If you use the rotate tool, you can rotate it as you want, and this is gonna show up here in the render. Sorry, always perspective. There you go. So you can see I have more light coming in right now. But again, I don't want too much light coming in because I want to concentrate on the artificial light. We already talked about natural light, and of course you can mix them. You can use them for, you can switch purposes also. You can use artificial light for natural lighting and all the way around. Now let's go to the VRAY asset editor because I want to show you that to create, well, this is another light that I don't want, so let's delete. Okay, so right now I'm not using the Rhino document sun. I'm just using sunlight that I created with this tool, and I turned off the document sun, and this is my moonlight. So I just give to this light bluish color intensity. Maybe I will turn it down a little bit more, 0.1, and there you go. So I'm not using custom orientation, but I'm using the rotate to make it coming from the outside here. There you go. So it's pretty dark, and this is what I want to have. Now let's start with the artificial lights. And if you have any doubts, you can also write your questions, or you can check the previous videos concerning the natural lighting. So the first one we're gonna see here is the rectangle light. And this is important now. You have to choose which viewport you want to use as a reference plane, as a work plane. So for example, if I want to place this light outside here, outside my architecture, I can use this view here, which is the front view, and click, hold shift while creating this, so you're not gonna create like a oblique light, but it's gonna be straight. So when you're creating, remember to hold the shift key, and you're gonna create a nice rectangle light. Now you can see here that I have a lot of lighting. I can see here in the preview, so let's run a render. And that's my plain light right there. So when you use a plain light like this, it could easily represent the light coming from the outside. So these are also called portal lights. So yes, it's an artificial light, but right now we are using it to represent a natural effect that it's usual to have when we have the light coming from a big window like this, we have, you know, kind of this portal effect. Now I need to have this also pretty dim, so, and with the same color of this, so I'm going to change color, and also I want this really dim, so maybe 10. And another thing that I don't want is that I don't want to see that, so I'm gonna place this as invisible. And now you can see that, yes, I'm using an artificial light, but it's looking like a natural light coming from outside. But actually I can barely see this, so I can increase it a little bit more, maybe let's say 100. Let's see, it's gonna, yeah, you can see it's increasing the light inside. Okay, so maybe something in between. And this is the rectangle light. Now let's place another rectangle light inside the structure here, inside the architecture. This time I'm gonna use another view. So I'm gonna use this view here, which is my side, and maybe I want to create some neon light. Now again, you can see here that this is the length first of all. So hold shift to make it straight, and then you have the height or the width, well, the other dimension. So again, you can click and define that. And let's move it into position. You always need to check in the other views, well, where this light is. So you can see it's right there. So I'm gonna move it back into position right here, holding shift again, so you can move it in a straight direction. And let's render again. There you go. So I have kind of a neon effect here. I can see the light, it's projecting photons right here. Now the rectangular light doesn't emit light in every direction, and not only in one direction, but it's kind of a something in between. So it's projecting here on the ceiling, on the floor, and also in front of that, and also on the sides. So it's not one direction, it's going into more directions, but only one side. We can do also double side. So if we go here and start to play around, let's call this neon, and I will select a nice neon color here, maybe something like this. There you go. And also we can change the size from here. Now remember that if you increase the size, you're going to increase the intensity also. So let's keep everything as it is now. And here in the options, I want to go to the double-sided. And let's render again. Now be careful to select